Two. Alright. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Feed the Folks. It is Feed the Folks Friday. I am Ricky J, RCKIE. You know the IE stands for Inspire Everyone. I got Lexi P with me. What? We finally got Lexi P, aka Alexis Fenty. So I'm gonna go ahead and let her talk to the folks.
I'm Alexis Fenty. Everybody knows me as Lexi Perkins. I went to school with Ricky Lee.
You know, you did.
Yeah.
All right. So today what's going on is Feed the Folks Friday. So you got a little bit of Motivational Monday. We dropped some quotes, and then we had Wake Up Wednesday. We did a deep dive into the quotes. Now today we're gonna be doing a little bit of teaching. You know, Monday is motivation, and Wednesday is the preaching. Today is the teaching. So we got a couple tips, couple skills for you. We also gonna reiterate the quotes for you so you can remember and also use those quotes further on. So y'all stay tuned. We got some things for y'all. All right. So first off, the very first quote that we had, I'm going to go ahead and let Lexi P read this one, and we'll dive into that one.
Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase.
All right. So what we took from that, like we said on Wednesday, was that taking risks because the outcome can be greater than what you ever imagined. You'll never know if you don't take that step, right? That's what I got from it. Lexi, what did you get from it?
You always got to, trust in yourself and know that you could do it. Like, just take that step. You never know what can happen.
Exactly. So we really want to try to give y'all one word to take from that. And the one word that we both decided on was faith. And what I got from that is always having faith, because if you don't have faith in yourself, nobody else is going to have faith in you. All right? You got to believe in yourself first before anybody else believes in you. And one thing that I like to say is believe it till you achieve it, because if you believe it, you can always you have that one thing in you that's driving, just keeping you going, because I believe in myself and be determined. Now, I know it's a lot easier said than done, but we got a couple tips to help you keep believing in yourself. We'll be giving you those tips later on, but is there anything else you want to say about that?
Not anything.
Not on that one?
Good.
All right, so the second we got for you is if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. And what we got from that, like we said on Wednesday, was no matter what happens to you, keep moving forward, because as long as you keep moving forward, you can't be stopped from being successful. Now, what'd you get from that,
What
Lex?
I got from that was keep moving. You're your own worst enemy. You could stop yourself from so much. Like, whenever you stop, you fall behind. So it's better to just keep it pushing.
Exactly. So one word that we got from that is, y'all can all guess, is progression. Because as long as you're progressing, it doesn't matter. You will never be stopped. And one thing that a lot of people don't think about is a little bit at a time goes a long way. So one thing that nobody notices is that 1% of growth every day in a year, that's 365% of growth. Now I'm going to say that again. 1% of growth every day is 365% of growth in a year. Now, Lex, you have anything else on that one?
I don't, man.
All right. So one thing about that I would like to add is that when I played sports, I was a running back, and people always used to ask me, how do you keep going? It took more than one person to tackle me, and people always ask me, what do you do to keep on going? And they really answer their own question. My stepdad taught me a long time ago is whenever you play sports, always keep your feet moving. And that's in sports, in life, because the difference between me and a lot of other running backs were the fact that whenever somebody came in contact with me, I didn't stop my feet. I kept my feet moving. Now, the same thing in life is whenever I reach adversity, or I see adversity, or Alexis sees adversity, instead of stopping our feet, we constantly progress no matter what. We always look forward to the fact that we know that's going to be better on the other side as long as we keep pushing forward. Because when you stop, Lexi told me this earlier, is that stopping, it allows somebody to catch up to you or even pass you. So that's the biggest thing about it, is just always constantly moving forward and never stopping, because as long as you have that never give up attitude, it's kind of hard for you not to be successful because you never stop going. All right?
You always keep it pushing. Got to keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. So we got the third one. This was Lex's favorite quote. I came to the conclusion that there's an existential moment in your life when you must decide to speak for yourself. No one else can speak for you. Right? So what we got from that is it comes a time in your life when you have to be self-aware and focus on your own character and your own internal feelings. Now, what'd you get from that one, Lex?
You got to speak for yourself. You have to be the voice to your own story. No one can tell your story better than you can. You got to be your own, your own voice for your story, man.
Exactly. So the one word that we got from that was self-aware. And the thing about being self-aware is you got to be able to know that you're okay before you can take care of somebody else. And a lot of times, speaking from personal experience, we like to take care of other people before we take care of ourselves. Well, that's really not healthy for you. And another thing is, it's gonna end up leading to a downfall, because if you're taking care of everybody else and you're that person that everybody else leans on to, well, what happens whenever you need somebody to lean on to and then you're not there for them, or you're not in the right state of mind? Then that all falls, and then it all backfires because they don't have anybody to lean on, you don't have anybody to lean on. So the main thing that we got to say is you have to be self-aware of your internal feelings. Make sure that you're happy, because happiness comes from within, not the outside. So make sure that you're truly happy, and then you can help other people be happy. So you take care of your happiness first, and then help other people be happy. It sounds selfish, but you have to be selfish to be successful. And that's one thing that it is that you're being selfish for your own health, not because you're being selfish in a negative way or anything like that. But sometimes you have to say no. And a lot of us are scared to say no. And in life, you have to learn how to say no, because if you become a yes person, a lot of times you end up in situations you could have avoided, or situations you really don't want to be in because you just say yes to everything. So learn how to say no, and also be self-aware of your own internal feelings. And remember that happiness comes from within. It doesn't come from anybody else. You can only find happiness inside yourself.
Most deaf. My uncle, he told me I could help you, but I can't do it for you. And that stuck with me. Like, since I was 18, I think. He told me that I can help you, but I can't do it for you. Like, that's real.
It's deep, it's deep. But so that was our first Feed the Folks Friday. We got a couple tips from y'all right here we're gonna add before we let y'all go. One tip I want to help from y'all, if I take anything from this video, if you just take one thing, if I could teach you one thing, it would be to write down your goals. So after this, after you get done watching this video, I want you to go write down all your goals. List out all of them. And then when you list out all of them, I want you to pick your top 10. And then once you get your top 10, I want you to do it again. I want you to pick your top 3 to 5. And when you get to your top 3 to 5, the thing I want you to do is every morning when you wake up, I want you to write those goals down. Right before you brush your teeth and everything. Like as soon as you wake up, sleep with a pen on the side, write down that goal, those 3 to 5 goals, and then in the middle of the day, I want you to do the same thing. When you get to that point, like, oh my gosh, I'm ready. I got 4 more out. When you get halfway through the day, midway, lunch, whenever, just write them down again to help you stay focused. And then right before you go to sleep, write them down again. And just keep doing that. Keep doing that. Do that for a couple weeks. And you know, eventually it'll turn into a habit, but not only that, it'll create a snowball effect, because then you'll start hitting those goals and you constantly see your goals everywhere. And you know what I told you earlier, believe until you achieve it. Well, believing it until you achieve it means believing it and seeing it. So as long as you keep seeing that, you'll be focused. So make sure that you have eyes on the prize and just look at it, and keep writing down those goals every day, every single day. And you'll see in a little bit of time that little bitty step actually has a big outcome. And like we said earlier, 1% of growth every day in a year is 365% of growth in a year. So, Lex, you got anything?
Some days I'll be like, man, I don't want to go to work. I know everybody feel that way, but sometimes I look back and I be like, man, this is what I asked for. You know, you can't complain about it if you ask for it. You got to just take it head on and do what you need to do. Like when you don't want to work, just remember all the times that you might not have had work, or you might not have been in that position. So you just got to keep going, man.
Exactly. Keep it pushing. And one more thing I want to add. We didn't get to say this earlier, but we both ran track, and in track, we both were on relays. One thing about a relay is everybody starts behind each other, right? And that right there, that's something I really paid attention to, because we used to always start behind. And everybody, if you know track and you know the relay, sprint relay, 3rd lane and 4th lane is the best lane to have. But no matter what, you're still behind somebody. So the thing that we want to say on keeping moving forward is you can start behind, you can start in front of somebody, but the biggest thing is just keep moving forward. Just like a track curve, lean into the curve and just keep leaning, keep going, and keep pushing, because no matter how it looks in the beginning, it's all about finishing and always going straight through it. So keep moving forward. We appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of Feed the Folks. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, and give us some feedback. We appreciate everybody who's been sharing videos, liking videos. If you left a comment, we definitely show you love. Here pretty soon we'll have some merch. Sneak peek, we'll show y'all next episode. We hope to have it for y'all. But until then, hey y'all, keep it pushing. This is Ricky J signing off. Lexi P.
Right.
All right.